this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa. Mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen whipping soda.
It's real one for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.
You know where you at. You know where you at. Jordan's World Podcast. Jordan's World Podcast. Gunshots, gunshots, gunshots. You know where you are. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. Real model for Toyz. Jordan's World Podcast. Fashion criminal clothing. Shop now. You know what we're here to do. Gunshot. I'm not here to play with none of you niggas. And I don't even say that. Come on, man. You know what we here to do, guy? I lost my voice. Things are different. Come on, man.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa.
You know where you are, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan's World Podcast. You know the vibes. Come on, man.
Yeah, Daddy.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Shot a podcast yesterday. Yuck. Ew. Nasty. My life has been going up and down, left and right. I don't know what's going on. But what I will tell you is this. I didn't give up on you. You know what I'm saying? I lost my voice. Things got a little crazy. Things are feeling a little better. I could talk now. Yesterday, the episode just wasn't, it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Jordan's World Podcast, episode 59. I'm almost at 60. Come on, guys. Some of you guys are still stuck at you.
When you said that last time?
Let me relax. My grandma gonna call me. I know she gonna talk crazy, you know what I'm saying?
I do this for my culture, penny.
Needless to say, you know what we're here to do, ladies and gentlemen. Things just ain't been clicking. I had to sit back, you know, people talking like this, but they looking like that, but they looking like that, but they talking like this.
Crazy, man.
And if one thing plus one thing is 2, it may not be 2 of what I think, but still 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for the games, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan's World Podcast. Here we go. Boom. So boom. Off of all of this, right? You know what I'm saying? How you guys been? Things have been alright? You guys are here at the most self-reflecting podcast out there right now. I know you guys are thinking like, oh man, what is he going to talk about? I know. Guys, we're here to get deep pause. For those, if you're here to learn about yourself, figure out a few things, think about a few things that's like, I was thinking about that, but I didn't know if anyone else was thinking like that. Guess where you're at?
Talk to him.
You're at the right place. I'm just telling you. When I get the upgrades and I got different camera angles and stuff like that, we're going to be good. We look good on camera. 2 minutes. All right, cool. I'm just making sure everyone who's not supposed to be here isn't here, you know what I'm saying? Because they just trying to listen for something else. But, boom. So we're going to jump right into it, having an off-air conversation. But a conversation I had more to say. Time wasn't on our hands. I couldn't speak on it.
And the smartest thing I ever did was play dumb.
We're in Jordan's World Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about it. So boom. We have characteristics, ladies and gentlemen. Things that we hold to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is the point I was trying to prove. I don't know. But we have things that we want to prove. Again, guys, I wasn't arguing. You know what I mean? I slipped up once. But I wasn't arguing for at least 200 plus days. Easy, you know what I'm saying? No, nothing. And what that means is anything where I know that I'm going to try to prove my point, but the person that I'm telling doesn't really care anyway. You know what I'm saying? You ever talk about sports, fellas? I'm with you. If you ever talk about sports and there's someone who don't even watch basketball, but you're talking about basketball, you can't speak about basketball because you don't even know. You weren't even there. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people are a little more opinionated than they need to be, and then we have this confrontation. I started noticing I'm trying to prove a point that maybe only I care about, which is okay. At the same time, in this moment, I may ruin something. I may say something that will cross a line, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. But I realize that I'm a pretty person. Try saying that 32 times fast. I'm a pretty person. I'm a pretty person. I'm not going to do it. Just seeing if you were going to do it. You know what I'm saying? We're here, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we're here to do. So, boom. Certain characteristics, so boom, the conversation was like, all right, cool, certain characteristics or certain things that we did back then that we don't do now, you know what I'm saying? And are you happy with that?
Hey, treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
That's a tough question, man. I'm gonna let that marinate for a minute, you know what I'm saying?
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa.
Think about it though, right? Sometimes we're on a path of positivity, the cool vibes, things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, take me for instance, right? Jordan's World Podcast, you know the vibes. If I don't want to argue for a year or like a few months or whatever the case is, look at what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a better person for myself. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. This is about to get deep. If you're not here to look at yourself differently or to look at yourself at all, leave now. So boom. It's certain things that we do. Things that's like, hey, you know what? This is my vibe. This is who I am. A lot of us fake and fraud for Instagram, social media, and things like that. I can't stress that enough, right? Because there's a lot on this subject where it's like it's all makes sense. So, so we have the faking and fraud on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's pretend I don't like somebody, right?
Talk to him.
If I get around that person, I'm dipping. Like, I don't want nothing. Listen, man, if you've been around me before and you see me in action, oh man, it's quick and easy. It's like, hey man, gotta go out of there. You know what I'm saying? And this is since high school. Never been one of those people. I kind of just do my thing. You know what I'm saying? But let's think about that. Let's think about So look, let's think about that, right? So let's pretend, right? Let's say back then, if somebody made me feel weird or somebody just was like kind of acting different or whatever, or like going against morals and things that I believe in, back in the day, it's immediate cutoff. I don't want nothing to do with you. Hey man, do your thing. I block my number, all that, your social media, all that, you're dead out here. Like, you don't get nothing from me. Anything, any business that you have, anything that you got going on, guess what? I ain't supporting that shit. Fuck out of here. No, I'm not here to be nice, ladies and gentlemen, but if I am on the road to being a better person, so I think, let's pretend I believe I'm here. And I believe getting here means I have to have a certain level of understanding. So I have to go through trials and tribulations to try to get to this certain point, right? So think about that. Let that, because you go through it. Hey, you didn't give me ketchup. Usually I go crazy. Hey man, could you give me some ketchup? You got a staying attitude. Now I can react how I want to react. But I'm on this path. So thanks, man. I appreciate it. Gave me more ketchup. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Cool. We hold those moments. But deep down inside, we don't want to do that. If we go to who we are to the core, ladies and gentlemen, we strip all this bullshit away.
Talk to him.
We're right back into the woods. We're back into the jungle. You know what I'm saying? What are you coming back with? You know what I mean? I know some of you guys said, well, I can catch a muskrat.
Wanted to shine so bad that I got left in the dark.
Right. Yeah, you catch that muskrat. Yes. But this guys who coming through, pause. I got tiger skin. How'd I get it? I don't know. The story gonna be crazy though. You know what I'm saying? So we strip everything away. And what do you got? You know what I'm saying? Who you are to the core. What you would do when your back is against the wall. You didn't think you'll eat berries from a bush. Guess what?
They don't want to see us win.
Circumstances and situations in your life put you to this point, and guess what you're doing? You eating berries on the bush. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Look, guys, I know. What I am trying to say is, who we are to the core, that may rub people the wrong way, it might rub people the right way. We don't know. Pause. But I will say, is it faking or fraud?
Hey, treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
I'm gonna let that marinate for a minute. I know some of y'all are like, damn, man, that's kind of crazy.
I do this for my culture, penny nigga.
And I know what you're thinking. Some of you guys who've been here, Jordette's, I see you. I forgot to shout you guys out. Frank will not be here. Pause, just letting you know. Anyway, so is it faking or frauding? Guys, I know what you're thinking, right? You're at work. That's not who you really are. You know what I'm saying? If somebody cut you off while you were walking, if you're at work, it's different than if you was at the DMV or if you're at the grocery store. Hey, yo, my man, the line is back here. You know what I'm saying? You do that in that environment, but in this environment, you just adapting. You know what I'm saying? So are you being who you are to the core, or are you just adapting to your surroundings? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen a polar bear in the jungle?
Talk to him.
Probably not. But I sure tell you what, his back will itch and he'll get all that hair off of him because he'll be hot as shit in the jungle. Tell you that, if you didn't think so. We adapt, ladies and gentlemen.
I do this for my culture, penny.
We adapt, ladies and gentlemen. These things happen in our lives left and right, and we don't even know that we're doing it subconsciously. Deep, dark secrets. Ladies and gentlemen, look, boom. This is hella funny, but we're here, guys. Let's do it. So, boom. you got a guy, right? He'll be like, nah, man, I don't really care about that girl, right? And it's like, what? You really don't? He'll be like, nah, man, I'm gonna just do my thing. You know what I'm saying? A few months go by, you're like, hey, what's going on, man? You know what I mean? I know you living it up, man. You know, I know you doing your thing.
Can't go lying again.
And it don't look like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like the movie Hall Pass. It's like you think you're going crazy, but you just had Chili's or Fridays or some stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So boom, what you have in your mind isn't what reality is. And sometimes we don't know what that is because we can get confused. If you work 12 hours a day, right? And you regularly talk like me, it's regular stuff like, hey, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Whatever. Boom. If you're at work, you're talking, hey, guys, I sure will help you with that. It's like, dude, you don't even talk like that. But in this environment, you're doing this. Boom, you get in a relationship, right? Because he's fraud, right? Now it's about to go crazy. Boom. If he said from the beginning, hey, man, I don't care about none of these chicks. They for everybody, man. They for the streets. Hey, my homeboy can have her.
Can't go lying again.
Oh, really? So why every time she go out somewhere, you calling her and blowing her up while we out doing our thing? Because you lying. Because deep down inside, you would never want your girl to go out there in the jungle. Yes, I know. But you can't let us know that. Why? Because you're afraid of the jokes. You're afraid of all the ridicule. All the, hey, man, your girl you checking up on your girl, man, you a sucker. All that kind of stuff. And all you got to say is, yes, I'm a sucker. Yes. It's okay. Say, hey, man, I fall in love quick. Yeah. These things happen. We all know. We can't control our feelings. Sometimes people will bring certain things out of you, pause. I'm just saying. Things that you weren't thinking, you're now thinking. You know what I'm saying? But if what you're thinking isn't what you were thinking, and this person brought it out of you, you got to give them the roses. Yes, hey, because of you, I'm now. But if it don't look like it, well, what do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? You got to say these things from the beginning. You have to be vulnerable from the rip. If my man is like, hey, you know what? You know what, Jordan? And people don't even call me Jordan. But, hey, you know what, Jordan?
Talk to him.
I really love her. I'll go crazy. I'll hide out in the bushes. I'll follow her home. Hey, man, if you tell me that,
come on.
Hey, man, I'm with you. Do your thing. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying at least you're being honest. You know what I'm saying? But if you're saying that you don't care and you don't do this and you don't do that, and if she did this, you wouldn't even care. She for the homies. And you calling my phone. And now she ain't for the homies. Who am I talking to? Why couldn't you just tell me that? Because being insecure about women is a characteristic of you that you're not really gonna change because that's just who you are. You know what I'm saying? And the whole basis of this conversation is how you could adjust your lifestyle to kind of go around your characteristics. And I'm with you. But I'm not. Because me personally, in Jordan's world, guys, these things are black and white. There's no gray over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't mix the two. Hey, man, if I tell you it's raining outside and you still thought you weren't going to get wet, what do you want me to do? People, I don't read to nobody. I'm not here to teach you nothing. I'm just trying to tell you something. So if you tell somebody and then they tell you what they tell you, then it's like you can just compare the two. You know what I'm saying? I just know, like, when you really think about it, like for instance, right, from the beginning, I don't know, I'm still talking like that, but look, if we go to your core you, right, boom. Hey, Jordan, you want something from the store? Yeah, man, give me a Sprite. Boom, you show up with a 7-Up.
Hey, treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
I gotta be okay with that. I gotta hold, like, in that moment, I gotta be okay with my mind being made up. I'm gonna have a Sprite, I'm gonna eat it with my French fries, whatever the case is.
They don't wanna see us win.
But now that you made a mistake, now I gotta eat it because of whatever your story is. The story matters, ladies and gentlemen. The story has to be amazing. For me, you could tell, listen, if you violated any rules and regulations that I have for my life, for peace of mind that I have for myself, that story has to be fucking amazing. Yes. I don't want to hear nothing but extraordinary shit. It was a high-speed chase. It was dragons and dungeons, all kind of shit. I had to jump out. It was a Fort 8 thing. It was a standoff. I want to hear all that shit. Because anytime you hear about the Wild Wild West, it sounds like some wild, wild shit. I don't want regular stuff. Don't give me regular thoughts. I'm not a regular nigga.
Hey, treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
And I don't even talk like that. But I'm not regular. And it's because look how I do this. It's because I'm on the path of trying to be humble. I'm trying to have empathy for people that surround me, sympathy for people who don't think like me.
They don't want to see us win.
I'm here to tell you, it's your bad, brother. Hey, look, this is America, Jack. Hey, I gotta think for myself. If you want to think like you and I think you're doofy, cool. You could think I'm equally as doofy as well. But guess what? I'm not going through the same problems that you're going through. I don't even think about the same problems that you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, things gotta start making sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't smell good. And if it doesn't smell good, that's some funny money. The fuck did he? And I didn't even do. I'm gonna relax. Just chill.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in this.
All I'm saying is, when you're who you are to the core, people have to be, like, okay with it. So what does that mean? The environment has to make sense. A polar bear in the jungle, a little drastic, cool. Keep it simple. The things that you would eat in the jungle is not the same things you'll eat in the forest, right? So you can't even go into it with the same type of mindset, right? So like a thing with me, right? And I think this is the funniest thing in the world, is made you look, right? So let's pretend deep down inside you really don't like made you look. Like you hate it. It is not a thing. It's never been a thing. Whatever. You're not with it. Cool.
They don't want to see us win.
So anytime that I do it, it's a problem. Why? Because deep down inside, you don't like it. So now when I go and I know that you don't like it, guess what I'm going to do?
Hold up.
I'm not going to do it. So am I being me? Absolutely not. Why am I not being me? Why am I not being me? Because I understand my surroundings. Some things are not for everyone. I have a sense of humor. Sometimes I think I'm funny. I really think I'm funny. I really think. If I'm funny, say I'm funny.
Yeah, I'm daddy.
Because I think I'm funny. But you have a perception of what you are, and then people have a perception of what you think you are, and this is how you're presenting yourself, and in their mind and their interpretation of who you are is what they got. You know what I'm saying? So boom. If that's a thing, right? If you really don't like Major Look, and I always say Major Look, it don't matter. Anytime I've said anything back to me not arguing. I went on a 200-day spree of not arguing about no sports, and no arguing about how fast I am, how cool I am. None of those things that just remind you of Jordan's World Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do any of that. But the one time I did,
Wanted to shine so bad that I got left in the
I just feel like you can't judge me on that, but you can. Because I did it. So though I did whatever I did, as far as the reaction to whatever the case is, cool. I feel like I want the polar bear mink when I go to the jungle. I go to the jungle, humidity is just crazy. What do? I'm gonna have to take that off and catch me something else. I need like some anacondas or something, like something crazy. Pause too, I'm just saying snakes, like gators or something, I don't know, whatever. But it's still, whatever. Look, so boom. Who you are to the core. So could you be who you are in every environment? Absolutely not. Again, guys, if you're at work, you're not who you are. Okay? You're somebody else. That's not your voice. You don't talk about the same things when you go home. Whatever, right? Cool. I don't know why I'm squinting my eye. I feel like it's bright. But anyway, you don't do those things. So sometimes, right, and this is about to go crazy right now. So like sometimes if I'm on the path, let's say I'm not arguing, right? I don't want to argue about nothing. Let's just say that, cool. Let's say I'm about male friends. Let's just keep it, we gotta keep it fun. If I'm not arguing, and then you decide within the 200-day window to get a new male friend, well, now I'm gonna have to break what I'm trying to do for myself. Look at that. I have to, because you know I'll have a problem. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, this is Jones World Podcast, we're just gonna be all over the place. For whatever reason, right?
They don't want to see us win.
I could tell somebody, I don't like this, and this. And guess what they do?
Talk to him.
You guessed it. All of the fucking puff. What are you doing? I gave you the blueprint. You're supposed to know you can't build over it's things. It's dynamite. I don't know. Crazy.
Crazy, man.
But you ain't even read because you think because I'm on this path you can take advantage. And sometimes that's what holds us back. That's what says, you know what? I shouldn't even be changing. Because if I didn't change, I wouldn't be going through any of this. if I stayed who I was to the core. Hey, I may only can catch rabbits. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go out there and catch the tigers. Not everybody's willing to take the same risk, in which your reward can be just as different, not equally as better or lesser, but just that's what you wanted. Not everybody's happiness is pinpointed on a lot of different things. Show me, man, I'm talking about this. But if my happiness is 75% money and the rest of my happiness is 25%, well, how important is that 25% if money doesn't exist? If problems doesn't exist? If these things that America or just the world in general has thrown at us as far as bills and currency and things like that, trade, all that kind of stuff, if we just had to go right back to survival. You know what I mean? We got stones and we got sticks. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we got. That's our weaponry. There is no guns. There is no easy way out. Everyone looks at the easy way out, right? So boom. So if we're sitting in a group and this is the perfect time, I see a victim. We got major look about to happen. I see one. Boom. I'm about to do it. Now I'm looking at the audience. This is the wrong audience. They don't want to see me do this. Because if I do this, then it's not funny. And now I got to sit there looking stupid. But guess what else I'm doing?
Talk to him.
I'm sitting there thinking to myself about how funny this is. And now I'm smiling and I'm looking stupid. I mean, I don't even have to boom it. But if it's a boom, boom. You feel me? Like, all I'm going to say is this, right?
Get him, Daddy.
When you're not who you are to the core, you're never happy. You're never happy. I should have said something about the Sprite. And listen, next time, if you see nothing but 7-Ups, and you know I want a lemon lime soda, don't get that one. I should be able to say that. But if I say that, in my mind, because we all talk to ourselves about what somebody's reaction could be, and it can be nothing. We just talk ourselves into what the potential problem can be if we're not this new person that benefits that person and not yourself.
Hey, treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
The food stinks. I should be able to say your food stinks. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to say, hey, you know what, jump in the shower before, you know what I mean? It's not that I think you had a long day, but
I go lying again. Don't know why I pretend.
you was outside a long time. And that's just enough for me to think it was a long day. So, boom, Jordan's World Podcast, I'm rolling. I'm just saying, we gotta think about these things, who we are to the core. If you putting up with this stank box solely based on what you want in the moment, that moment will make you excited, happy, do things that you've never done in your life. Taking care of your kids. Relax.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mom.
Needless to say, we know what you're out here doing, ladies and gentlemen, when you're not who you are to the core. So what does that look like? You gotta be vulnerable. You gotta put it all on the line. Hey man, this is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Certain things don't need to be talked about. You gotta move smart. You know what I'm saying? Not everything is for the streets. You know what I'm saying? I think Ace and Paid in Full said it best.
They don't want to see us win.
You don't gotta be on Front Street all the time, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't need to know. Why do they need to know? Like it's not for social media. It's not for the fake people that we're gonna see. If we got a problem, this be my problem. I said this numerous times. If we got a problem, this problem ruins my day. Now I gotta think about any time I'm gonna see you in current events. Whatever's about to be current, if I know something, I know. Now I gotta figure out how to avoid it. Now I gotta pay attention to times. I gotta see what's going on. No. You get some nothing, no. And I'm a reactor. I'm not somebody who got time to be putting energy into none of this bullshit. And that's who I am to the core. When I'm being petty,
I love you from a distance.
well, I guess that's just me to the core as well. But it's just whatever side you bring out. If I look at you and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Just leave me alone. If I do that, then that means I ain't even trying to do what I could do. You feel me? I ain't even gotta say. I ain't even trying to do all that. If I'm letting you breathe. If I let you breathe, do your thing, bro. Like, just leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with nothing. I just want to just mind my business. You know what I'm saying? But if you bring me into your business and now you create something and now I'm just reacting just because things sound different. Like, I don't know. I thought we was moving a certain type of way, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this too, right? George's World Podcast got like a few minutes left. But like, I feel like
They don't want to see us win.
it's certain people in the world, and this is gonna sound crazy, but it's certain people in the world, they just don't deserve to be around you. They don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve nothing. If you can get around someone and your energy changes immediately, you can be excited about the world. Good news is just happening in your day. And because you're around this person, your energy changes. You're just not really as excited anymore as you was this entire time. You know what I'm saying? If that happens, guess what you gotta do?
I love you from a distance.
You're gonna have to create some distance. These people are gonna bring you down. Your vibes are gonna be off. Listen, if it's a vibe, it's a vibe. But if it's no longer a vibe, it's not a vibe anymore. You killed the vibe. We're all about vibes, ladies and gentlemen. It's energy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing things, if you know I don't like you doing this, and then I'm trying to respond in a new way, it benefits you because you get to stay around. If I go back to the old me, then I just cut you off. Then you get nothing. But you caught me when I'm changing. So who does it benefit? Because if I say, you know what, it's cool, right? We could be cool. You'll do some goofy stuff to where now I got to think about my road to what I believe success to be. And now, do I go back to the old me or do I stay on the road? Because I look how far I've come. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I was all the way back. Now I'm here now. And now look what you're doing with a situation that I never thought would be in my hands. It's now in my hands. And if I'm on the right path, cool. I'm supposed to do the right thing.
I go lying again, don't know why I pretend.
But if I've been on that path and it's just been bumps and hurdles, I got a flat tire over here, I'm losing air over here, man, a carburetor going out, I don't even know if they make those. Now what you want me to do? You want me to look forward? There is a shop up ahead. Let me continue on this bad tire. Let me go with it overheating, so now I gotta put my heater on. Those who know, broke nigga shit. Guys, when you're not you to the core, how could you be happy? Think every time. Anytime you put on that stupid voice, anytime you listen to a stupid story from someone that you know you would never speak to outside of these moments, that your life decisions, your life choices have brought you here. That's it. It was nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, I gotta go. But listen, just because we cross paths, you know what I'm saying? Because of my life choices, things went left when it should have went right.
Wanted to shine so bad that I got left in the dark.
That doesn't mean that it was meant to be. That's it. So as I look at my life and I look at the people that's around me and I'm judging you on how I want you to judge me. I want you to say I would do this and do this and do that and do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you expect me to continue on this path of righteousness and forget who I am to the core of Jordon, like, that's a tough pill to swallow. Because you can take yourself to back when you used to do the stupid shit. You feel me? So if I wanted to argue about this stupid Sprite, you're like, yo fam, you could have called me and asked me, why would you just think I automatically want that? Like, don't treat me like a regular person. I'm Jordon. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you do for the humans, do for the humans. Jordon, I need you to do something else. Don't treat me like this. Don't talk to me like that, because that's how you'll talk to them. I'm Jordon. Don't do, because I'm not treating you like I would treat anybody else. Because if I did that, guess what I'm going to do?
When you said that last time,
I'm going to get you the fuck out of here. I ain't got time for none of that shit, man. You shitting me? No. Getting you out of here. Quick and easy, guys. We don't have time for none of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's who I am to the core. But if I'm on my road to success and what I believe success is, in which anytime that I'm on that road to success, I see everybody with their fucking thumbs out.
Yes, I pass many with their thumb up.
Everybody wants to ride. But it isn't that they want to chip in on the gas. It isn't they want to put cones out because I'm changing my tire. They just want to ride on the success and they want to take advantage. They want to go as far as they want to go on your ride to success so it benefits them. Let that marinate. George's World fucking Podcast. Last 3 minutes left. What do we do? I'm here. Don't do it. Hey.
Treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
I do this from my culture, penny nickels in the soap.
So what I will say is, when you are being taken advantage of and you don't realize that until you realize that the things that you're changing for, you're not benefiting from. Why am I even doing this? I'm not doing or saying these type of things or behaving a certain type of way so you can still think I'm a certain type of way. But if you're treating me like I'm still a certain type of way, then guess what I'm going to want to do naturally, to the core of what I would do.
When you said that last time?
I've been in the jungle before. I would get a rabbit. Simple. I'm back in the jungle. I'm going to get me some rabbits. It's just, that's how it works. Like, you do what you do. At the same time, you have to be okay with that. Man's got to eat that, fam. Pause. You feel me? Like, nah, like, if you say what you said, cool. Stand on that, though. Stand on that. Because everyone is held to their word or to their actions. And sometimes both. Sometimes it's a little misleading, I get it. But you said what you said. And you did what you did. It is what it is. Either we can move forward or we can't. And sometimes, most times we can't. And that's okay. But for those who can, great. But we can't do what we do and act like we don't know what we do. You feel me? Jordon's World Podcast, man. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, wait till the sponsors come. I'm gonna be acting different too. Listen, this is why I ain't successful, like, in money and shit like that.
I do this from my culture, penny nickels.
I'm telling you, I will be shitting on a lot of people. Anyone, like, I got bullied when I was younger. I don't forget nothing. Anybody who said anything funny, doofy, goofy, boofy, none of that. I remember it all. And if I was who I was to the core, I would say something. But me always talking in circles and just talking indirectly, that lets me know, the people who continue to watch, to see what I'm going to say, to know what's going to happen next. I can just keep you on the fence and not knowing, because I'm never going to say anything directly to anyone. Specifically, I'm just going to just say random things, and you just got to piece it together, man. It's like the way my mind works, like, I'm like in a classroom, and like, then I run into the hallway, and then it's like, oh, there's another classroom, and then I run into that classroom, and then it's like, oh, wait, there's another classroom, and I just keep going, and then sometimes things just slow down. And I was like, hey, wow, this is in the classroom. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. So now I'm paying attention to everything. And then like 45 minutes later, craziness. I'm telling you. Jordon's World Podcast, you know the fucking vibes. Make sure you like, subscribe. This will be a part 2 to this one. I'm giving you a full 35 minutes, 40 minutes maybe on this one, just so y'all can eat, you know what I mean? Y'all can think about some things and just know who you are to the core. Be vulnerable with yourself first before you can be vulnerable with others. Embrace whatever's life. Embrace whatever's life. Embrace whatever life situations you're going through, and maybe you'll get out of it. And if you don't, maybe you're just doing what you usually do. And if that's being in the same situation you've been in before,
When you said that last time?
nothing much changed, and the characteristics that you have to put you in these situations will only continue. Jordon's World Podcast, you know the vibes.
It's from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa. Mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
It's real one for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.